transferred back to the Kolegu Teaching Hospital, and I came back here to start the dialysis. Just 15th June and 11 days to 5 months today.
So she started going to the Upper West Regional Hospital for the dialysis on June 15. She has been there 38 times, and this session requires at least 450 Ghana cedis for the treatment. The amount of money involved is too colossal for a child of a single parent.
As a single mother I'm born with, she's managing, I'm proud of her, and yeah.
So a week you come here 3 times?
Yeah, sometimes 2, sometimes 3.
So the minimum money paid is 450 Ghana cedis?
Yeah, sometimes the courses take to 1,900, getting to 1,000, so we're just money.
The least amount required in a month to enable her to go for the dialysis treatment at the hospital is 5,400 Ghana cedis. Her grandmother, Amamata Ibrahim, was almost in tears, narrating the ordeal they go through to raise the money for the treatment. She has to depend on close family relations to foot the cost of the dialysis for the granddaughter.
I have been supported greatly by my family members. There are others who doesn't have such support. Our plan is even to send her to India for kidney transplant. Dialysis you cannot afford. How do you pay for the cost of transplants outside?
Transplant. You want to afford the dialysis in about a transplant.
Amamata Ibrahim says the amount involved is staggering and should be reviewed downwards.
15 million. Every week,
we pay minimum 1,500 Ghana cedis. There are even times that we come for a session which is supposed to be 450 Ghana cedis, but you end up by paying 700 Ghana cedis. But we heard government says they want to increase. 450 Ghana cedis we can't pay, and you want over 700 Ghana cedis. Do you want to kill us? Ever since we started this dialysis, at least 6 persons have so far died because they cannot pay. If I want to say more, I will end up crying. I will appeal to government to include it in the list of medication for the National Health Insurance Scheme.
A view shared by her granddaughter, who wants the cost to be subsidized or made to be free.
Because no one has money. You can't even afford a 3 square meal. So how can you afford dialysis 750 or 350? Some people, they are helping them. So sometimes they can't even afford food to eat. How will they afford the 350? People can't afford the dialysis every 3 days a week. So if they just include it in their health insurance, so you can just bring your health insurance so the government can pay part of the bill and you pay part, it will be helpful to them.
Kasim Reis Belkis just finished junior high school and waiting for her results of the Basic Education Certificate Examination BCE. She recalled the challenges she went through at the school before she completed. She was a perpetual latecomer and many occasions was locked out by the school security personnel at the gate.
And I always feel guilty. Why will I be going to school late? And the watchman, he sometimes he doesn't understand. Sometimes he will lock the gate. Why will you be an exception to come to school late? But by God's grace, I was a 3rd-year student and I was able to write.
The dialysis center here has 3 machines, but only 2 are working. As a result, she has to wake up early on any of the treatment days in order to avoid the long queues here.
It's affecting us. We can't just be in line every day. We can't wake up 4 o'clock to be in line just to be first and go back home to rest. Why? We need more machines and more equipment for this dialysis.
The dialysis center of the Upper West Regional Hospital was established in November 2022 through support from Asase Foundation. Medical Director of the Upper West Regional Hospital, Dr. Robert Amesia, averred that The fee charged is for the maintenance of the machines.
But for a hospital, what we try to do is not to cash in on patients. The reverse side is, if your input cost is higher than your output cost, then you should just prepare for a shutdown of the center. And we know private centers that started and shut down. We know public centers that started and shut down. The machines use light. Now we are required to pay for light. The machines have to be serviced. We need money to service. The people that service the machines are not in YA. They come from Accra. Everything in life has a lifespan, including human beings. After some period of time, you die. These machines are not going to work forever.
Since the establishment of the center, over 5 dozen patients do come here for dialysis. Kurisa Daniel is the in charge here at the center.
We do have problems with them because you tell them what is due or what is right for them to do, like coming for dialysis 3 times in a week. Some of them default, and because of the default, some of them develop complications at the end of the day. Some are not even able to come twice a week. They come once a week, and once a week, those doing dialysis, they know. It's just like you are not doing anything. And it won't take long, then complication will start, and the patient automatically, if nothing is done about it, she dies.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam. Wow.
Well, this evening at 5 p.m., JoyNews is organizing a national conversation on the dialysis crisis. We'll also be looking for the way forward to resolving these issues. I've been joined in the studio. Remember, it's also be live on Joy 99.7. I've been joined by the head of Health Desk, Fred Smith, who is leading this whole thing. Fred, how is the conversation shaping up, and what should people expect at 5 p.m.?
Well, Aisha, this will be a prestigious gathering of experts, opinion leaders, thought leaders in this area, as the healthcare sector especially, to try and find a solution to the dialysis crisis. We don't have to belabor the point. It's a big issue in Ghana, and we need to find a way of bringing relief to people who need dialysis treatment because they have kidney problems that take them to the hospital almost all the time.
Go ahead.
They can't afford the fees being charged by the facilities, and they still need the service. So what do we do as a country? The challenges are there. So this evening, we're going to raise the issues, the challenges that came. And remember, this whole thing started because of the increase in the charges at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Mm-hmm. Yes, the hospital really needs the funds to be able to continue to provide the service. That's great. But people can't afford. Where do we bridge the gap between these two ends?
And so I was going to ask why we've had to have this conversation. You've laid the background there. What's the end game of this conversation?
Well, at the end of the day, considering the experts that we're bringing on board and the policymakers, we expect some change in the way we administer this service to persons who need it in Ghana. We'll also find a way to help people understand how they can live their lives to prevent getting kidney problems so that we reduce pressure on our facilities. Remember, if you are not sick, it's better than being sick and being treated. Yep. So that's a very good point to start, and therefore we will raise the issues, we'll try and find solution and also advise people on what they can do, the personal responsibility that you as an individual can take to minimize this pressure on the entire economy. That's what we want to do. And I go through the guests list with you. Okay. We're having Kojo Bafo Ahinkra. He has an end-stage kidney failure. He's been on the treatment for about 8 years, and he needs 3 times of the dialysis treatment per week. Wow. But he's able to afford 2 in a week, and sometimes he's unable to afford 2, so he goes for 1. He's joining the conversation. I need to tell you who he is. He's an IT professional, so there's somebody we expect to be able to raise enough to take care of their health, but they can't. We have Thomas Vincent Khan. He's also a kidney patient. He's been on the dialysis for about 10 years, and he's going to join us. Perpetual Furama Ampofo is the president of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association in Ghana. He's joining. Kwame Sapoesiedu, we know him very well. He's a pharmacist based in the United Kingdom, but has his eyes keenly monitoring events in Ghana.
Because he's also a fellow with CDD.
A CDD fellow as well. And we also have Professor Samson Entry. He's president of the Kidney Association in Ghana. He's also a nephrologist taking care of children. So his perspective will be very interesting going into the show. We have James Makion Amwa. James is a nurse at the Kolibu Renal Unit where this whole story started from. So we'll get to hear from him how they manage. Then we'll have Dr. Fred Adomaku Boateng. He's the Regional Director of Health Services for the Bono region. That's from the Ghana Health Service representation. Then we have Dr. Anthony Insiasari. He's the Presidential Advisor on Health. All of these individuals are coming with their expertise to try and help find a solution. Who knows? We may be able to get the Ghana Health, the National Health Insurance Authority, for instance, to put dialysis treatment on that. If they do, how do we fund it? All of that will be discussed.
This certainly will be a big conversation. I mean, no matter how you look at it or whichever way you look at it, it's going to be a very big conversation. Who can participate, Fred?
Well, all of us will have to participate. All of us. I am producing this show, but I'm participating as if I'm an ordinary member of the audience.
Yep.
I will follow it keenly because it helps improve the health situation in our country. So everyone, and here's how you can do it. It will be on Joy 99.7 FM. It will be here on Joy News. It will be on NigeriaOnline.com. There will be a stream there. Then our social media platforms, if you check the Joy News and Joy FM social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and part of it on Twitter Spaces, will be all over.
Well, this is a conversation that you and I cannot miss. Even if you are not a kidney disease patient, you definitely have something to take out of this. So make a date at 5 p.m. It's on Joy News channel. It's also on Joy 99.7 FM. And you've heard all the people who will be discussing and sharing their expertise. We can definitely tap into their expertise and live a healthy life. So stick to health, but this time let's talk about cancer. The Rotary Clubs of Accra East and EAU Clara of the EAU, that's the United States of America, they've presented 50 thermal coagulators to the Cervical Cancer Prevention Training Center of the Catholic Hospital in Battle. The cervical pre-cancer treatment device is purchased with a $70,000 grant from the Rotary Foundation, will be distributed across the country. The initiative would see the beneficiary health facilities offering a safe and effective alternative to surgical procedures for cervical pre-cancer cases to save lives, reduce the burden on healthcare systems, and empower women to take control of their health. There's more in this report.
Cervical cancer is a malignant tumor of the lowermost part of the womb caused by the human papilloma virus. According to the International Cancer Organization, about 2,800 women are diagnosed with the disease every year in Ghana. About 1,700 patients die from the disease annually due to the lack of treatment facilities, equipment, and specialty. This informed a decision by the management of the Catholic Hospital in Bato to set up the Cervical Cancer Prevention and Training Center to train health professionals in diagnosing and treating the disease. Dr. Kofi Efa is the head of the center.
And these cancers and warts are not only on the cervix. For women, they can cause cancers on the vulva, of the vagina, of the cervix, of the anus, and of the oropharynx, the throat. For men, they can cause cancers of the penis, the anus, and the throat.
To intensify the fight against cervical cancer, the Rotary Club of Accra East and Eau Claire of the United States of America presented 50 thermal coagulators to the center. The president of the Rotary Club of Accra East, Serge Ogan, indicated that it was his outfit's greatest desire to see women burdened with cervical cancer provided the best treatment to save their lives.
And Rotarians are people who are always trying to identify needs in their communities and see how they can take or organize impactful projects. 7 years ago, we were at Battle Hospital to start with them, giving them equipment that could really help them to move forward and to promote the fight against cervical cancer.
The management and trainees were elated about the presentation as it would enhance their service delivery and reduce the duration of treatment.
Together we want to say we are so grateful to the Rotary Club for this presentation, because previously we screened the women, we get positive cases and we don't have the necessary equipment to treat them. We end up referring them to Bato or higher facilities, and they end up not going because most of these women are the down there. It is difficult for them to, get means of resource like money to travel. So we are very grateful and we are very happy because now we can screen a lot of people and we can give them treatment. So we are very, very grateful.
These devices, 50 thermal coagulators, going to nearly 50 new institutions in the country. We hope to extend the number of institutions that can offer treatment for cervical precancer. Women will not have to travel long distances to access this service. And I believe that this is going to help in a big way to prevent cervical cancer in this country.
Stakeholders have, however, advocated for a national immunization campaign to protect the citizenry against cervical cancer. Fred Kwame Asari, Joy News, Bato.
Let's now turn our attention to teachers, and as we celebrate teachers worldwide today, we'll tell you the story of a young teacher who accepted life in rural Ghana and is making huge impacts in the school he heads. His story tells of how positive attitudes to teaching in a rural community, coupled with the right skill environment, can become welcoming of the Ghanaian child and inspire hope in children in rural areas. Samuel Kojobris traveled to Subri in the Wassa East District, Western Region, to speak with the teacher, Herbert Champong, the head teacher of the Ahmadiyya Islamic Basic School in the community.
In Ghana, it is common knowledge that many public sector workers detest postings to rural communities. Some who accept postings to rural communities do so because they really need a job and would quickly arrange for a transfer at the least opportunity. This is largely due to poor infrastructure in these areas. But a teacher, Herbert Achampon, wholeheartedly embraced his posting to Subri in the Wassa East District of the Western Region. He is currently based at the Ahmadiyya Islamic Basic School in Subri and is making waves in the community.
The first year that I came here, which was 2018, I was able to organize a STEM project with iSpace, Ghana Think Foundation, and Imperial Ghana. So we hosted IT experts from Accra and taught these kids coding, robotic, design thinking, among other things. Beyond that, we've done capacity building for some of the kids, menstrual hygiene for boys and girls, etc., etc. So I think that they now had the trust to support somebody or someone who will be able to manage and control a resource like that.
Through his passion for social change and unwavering commitment, Herbert secured sponsorships and collaborated with local leaders to bring about significant changes to the school.
We had the intention of trying to fix that challenge. So with the help of the mining community and some of the friends that I was able to make, we're able to step in and then see the necessity, especially the chief in Subri. We have had support from NADBO, Wasa East, to reconstruct a new pavilion. And whilst doing that, we were able to get the support to get the 5 classroom block for Abosu Goldfields Daman.
Thanks to Herbert's efforts, the school now boasts a state-of-the-art 6 classroom block equipped with ancillary facilities and an ICT laboratory. The pupils here can now explore the world of technology and develop their skills in a modern and conducive learning environment.
I was happy for the case because for us, myself and my staff were willing to do more. Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't say I've done so much, or I wouldn't say I'm happy, but for me to be happy, I'm happy for them and then for the opportunities that they are getting. That's what I'm happy for, because in the future I would want to see them leave this environment and be happy and proud of the school that they attended as a basic school. And that is where personally my joy and my satisfaction would come from, basically.
Maxwell Asari is assistant head teacher in the Ahmadiyya Islamic Basic School in Subri, where Herbert serves as the head. He says Herbert has not only transformed the school, but also uplifted the entire community.
Because looking at our structures, we're having one here which is not all that good, but through Mr. Herbert, we had a new one. And looking at our enrollment, I'm seeing it as enrollment drive. Yeah, because when someone look at the infrastructure over here,
we can now cross over to Sonyai, where the national event is underway in commemoration of teachers.
House. Once again, we are coming to you live from the auditorium of the 3rd oldest secondary school here in Ghana Secondary Technical School in Takoradi, the regional capital of the Western region. Becky.
And you know something, is His Excellency who came to unveil this building. He's the person who gave this building to us. He came and unveiled it and commissioned it for the use of this prestigious school. So, sir, you are back home and you are welcome. We will have the national anthem right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly. Let's take our seats. For the first time in the history of Ghana Teacher Prize, we have a certain president joining the celebration. And the stakes are high, the spirits are high. We are all excited to be doing this. Shall we give a resounding round of applause to this historical event? We are zooming in straight to have the opening prayer. And this will be said by the very Reverend Solomon Suben, Synod Secretary. He's filling in for the Diocesan Bishop of Sekendi Diocese Methodist Church. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome his steps with a resounding round of applause. We can do better. Thank you. So once again, it is the Ghana Teacher Prize 2023. We are just about having the opening prayer.
Prayer. And are we yet alive and see each other's face? Glory and praise to Jesus give. Dear Lord, indeed the society of today undoubtedly is a knowledge-based one. The scripture enjoins us to seek knowledge in our life and taught, without which we perish, as recorded in Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, which reads, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Knowledge, therefore, is a driving force of the machinery of life." Heavenly Father, the people were pleased to impart knowledge. Our teachers, custodian of language, for that matter, knowledge. It's in this regard that the theme for this debate today is apt. The teachers we need for the education we want. Global imperative to reverse the teacher shortage. The teacher, therefore, is what I refer to as sui generis. Sui generis is a Latin phrase which means something belonging to its own class with no classmate. So, Lord, we pray that you will be their sense of vision as well as their scope of perception, so that their actions will create a legacy that will inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and become more. This will help learners to add value to themselves and hence become successful in life. It is said that when you make others to succeed in life, you also become a huge success. Lord, help us to be able to face the harsh realities of life in this troublous world until the shadows lengthen and the evening comes and the busy world is hushed. The fever of life is over and our work done, when we will have the cause to give you the glory. This we pray through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Please be seated.
Thank you, very Reverend, for the opening prayer. Your Excellency, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Regional Minister, Registrar, NTC, Director General GES, all directors of government agencies, Nananom, directors of Ghana Education Service, heads of schools, sponsors, friends from the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are all welcome to 2023 Ghana Teacher Prize with the theme, "The Teacher We Need for the Education We Want." The global imperative to reverse the teacher shortage. What a wonderful theme. Ladies and gentlemen, you are once again welcome to Takoradi, to be precise, and GSTS, where the event is rolling. 5th October is the Teachers' Day worldwide, and we are celebrating ours here today. I am Rebecca Okranabedu, the gender coordinator of NAGRAT and the assistant headmistress of this prestigious school. My co-MC is here.
My name is Fortune Mopopo Adalavo, tutor, Bia Lamplighter College of Education, all the way from the Western North region of Ghana.
Thank you very much. So we'll start with the list. So the media, please help us quickly so that we start. We have We are going to call the finalists, and they will come in this category, the non-teaching category first. We have Theophilus Adongo. Theophilus is the security officer of Techiman Senior High School. We have Vincent Owusu Apraku, Chief Administrator, Don Bosco Institute, Sunyani West District. We also have Andrew Danso. Please, I hope they are coming in. Andrews Danso, Principal Administrative Officer, Apesua Community Senior High School, Yilo Krobo District in the Eastern Region. We have Joseph Amankwa. He is an administrator at Dabuasi Senior High School, Wasa East District, here in the Western Region. We have Richard Osaibonsu, subordinate accountant, Our Lady of Providence Girls Senior High School, Jama South. Okay, so that is for the non-teaching category. Here they walk in. Well done. Well done. We have leadership, teacher in leadership and administration. There are three. The first person is Mariama Mahama, principal, Dagbupo Technical Institute, Tamale Metropolis. Let's walk briskly and take our seats. We are here for you. The whole country is honoring your hard work. We also have Abraham Fletcher, Municipal Director of Education, Sebirioso District, Western North. We have George Safo Kantanka, District Director of Education, Akrofrom District in the Ashanti region. The next category is the college tutor category. We have Benjamin Semenyo Lifeson, Presbyterian College of Education, Ekropome Kwiapim in the North District, Kwiapim North District, Eastern Region. We have Simon Boateng, Dr. Simon Boateng. He is at St. Monica's College of Education, Mampong District. We have Victor King Anyamfo, Ola College of Education. Ola College of Education. So that ends the teacher in leadership. Fortune, please give us
I
the
think I'm
teachers
ready
category.
For the teaching category. Your Excellency, permit me to say that the first on our list we have Foster Asempa Nuchoko, Ayukuma Methodist Basic School, Shaidoku District, Greater Accra Region. Is he coming? I have Emmanuel Gamble Ditamina, Congo Junior High School, Nabdam District, Upper East Region. I also have Mohammed Ibrahim, Sefirioso Senior High Technical School, Sefirioso District, Western North Region. Vera Awo Bema, Wiase MA Primary School, Sefirioso District, Western North Region. Edward Kwesi Fosu, Genasi MA Primary School, Sefirioso District, Western North Region. It appears the Westerners are taking it all. Jibilu Adamu Nangpa, Tatko Demonstration Basic School, Sisala East Municipal, Upper West Region. Barikisu Suleiman, Answaruddin Islamic Basic School, Okaikwe North District, Greater Accra Region. Fridaus Idi Amin, Obojo Presbyterian Basic School, Adenta Municipal, Greater Accra Region. Sayibu Yakubu, Yendi Senior High School, Northern Region, Ghana. Isabella Wusa Tete, Segedia Primary and KG School at Down West, Greater Accra Region. So in the teaching category, we have Emmanuel Wogbe Klukwe at Didome DA RC Primary School, Central Tongue District, Volta Region. Then again, we have Rosina Peace Hazel, Ayensudo MA Basic School, Commander Edna Egwafu Aburi Municipal Central Region. Then we have Faith Aku Japasu, Greater Deep Shepherd 2 Basic School, Gas Central District, Greater Accra Region. Then we also have Rachel, a 3-year, Pabi MA Primary School, West Akem District, Eastern Region. Peter Edubuahin, Kumasi Technical Institute, Kumasi Metro, Ashanti Region. And that is all that I have. I'm zooming straight to the next item we have on the program. Your Excellency, it is time for us to invite the very gentleman who, for the purpose of this event, is my boss, the host of GTP 2023. He is not just the registrar of the Teaching Council, but also a proud teacher who had his education from Atebubu, a professional training from Atebubu College of Education, a product of University of Cape Coast, a renowned educationist by all standards, President of Education International Africa Region, Secretary General, African Federation of Teaching Regulatory Authority, and the overall gentleman whose auspices is saying to today's historical event. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand in the existing protocol to invite to the stage Dr. Christian Adai Poku. Let's welcome his staffs with a resounding round of applause. He's already here. Wow.
Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic and the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the Minister for Education, Honorable Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, MP, Honorable Minister for the Western Region, Honorable Kwabena Ochre Daku, Deputy Minister for Education in charge of TVET, Honorable Gifty Chum Ampofo, Deputy Minister for Education in charge of General Education, Reverend Intim Fojo, distinguished heads of agencies present, Nananum, the board chair of the National Teaching Council, Mr. Adis Hafa, and all board members of the National Teaching Council, the chief director of the Ministry of Education, sponsors of the Ghana Teacher Prize, partners, members of the diplomatic corps, colleague teachers, and their unions, Nagrat Nat CCT, ladies and gentlemen. I must say that we are so excited today as we celebrate our teachers. Today is the 5th of October, and as has always been the ritual, we gather together to celebrate the yeoman's job of our teachers. What makes it even more exciting is that it's being hosted in the western region of Ghana, a place that prides itself as the owner of the sun. 3 days ago, a girl who recited an appellation here said the sun sets at the west. And because the sun sets at the west, they have the authority to decide whether the sun should rise again or not to rise again. And that the best always comes from the west. Nananum, ladies and gentlemen, 5th of October is a day designated by UNESCO and ILO to commemorate their declaration on the status of the teacher. which was adopted in 1966. The recommendation stated, among other things, that teaching is a profession. And because teaching is a profession, it requires a specialized body of knowledge. And that you require a long period of training to be able to acquire that training, that profession. Your Excellency, 5th of October each year, ILO, UNESCO, UNICEF, and Education International come together to decide on a theme for the World Teachers' Day, the day we celebrate our teachers. This year, the theme for the World Teachers' Day is, and I quote, "The teachers we need for the education we want. The global imperative to reverse the teacher shortage." This theme is a clarion call for us that the teaching profession is under attack throughout the world. It's under attack because the attrition rate is very high the whole world over. According to UNESCO General Secretary, governments across the globe must make conscious effort to ensure that teachers are motivated and retained. And that across the globe, there are about 69 million teacher gaps to be filled. And if these are not fulfilled, the world risks meeting the Millennium Sustainable Development Goal 4. Your Excellency, we are excited because we know you are with us today. It is a special day for us as teachers. As teachers, we know what is good for us. We are proud professionals. And if you care to know, listen to some of our slogans. We say that if you can read this, as I'm reading here, thank a teacher. We educate to liberate. All professionals can boast, but it is the teacher who makes them all. And that no nation can prosper without teachers. The quality of a nation cannot be better than the quality of its education, and the quality of education of a nation cannot be better than its teachers. Your Excellency, we are so excited because we know the man who has visited us today is a man who is committed to education. His flagship program is the free SHS. You have visited us today because you know full well, Your Excellency, that without the teachers, your free SHS cannot be possible. You know full well that your teacher first policy can only be possible when you respect, when you acknowledge, and when you motivate your teachers. And that is exactly what you're doing. Your Excellency, your teacher first policy ensures that the minimum qualification to teach in Ghana is raised to a degree level, making the quality of teachers in this country so attractive to the global world. Your Excellency, your teacher first policy ensured that our teachers and trainees who go to the various teacher education institutions to train are supported to be able to come out, and we are able to churn out as many teachers as possible to feed our classrooms. In all this, let me say that teachers across the country are focused on this auditorium today. We are observing how the nation is honoring us. We are observing how the nation is respecting us. We are observing how the nation is motivating us as teachers to do our work. We know we cross rivers with high currents, we climb mountains, and we cross valleys at the peril of our lives to ensure that knowledge is spread across the country. And as we do this, we know full well that the nation acknowledges what we do, and we are so grateful as teachers. Your Excellency, As I end my speech and welcome all of you to today's program, let me just quote in part an anthem by the number one university in Ghana today, the number one university in West Africa today, and the 7th university in West Africa today, in Africa today, the University of Cape Coast. The anthem says in part, we learn to teach, we find out and pass on, we counsel and we guide, that all may be enlightened. Your Excellency, we are grateful to all who have come here to support us today, including our sponsors. At the appropriate time, they will be announced. But before I take my seat, I respectfully, even at the risk of breaching protocol, request all of us to rise and give a resounding applause to Ghanaian teachers for the sacrifices they have made to this country.
Yes. A big round of applause for teachers. Teachers have done really well. Hard-working teachers, always sacrificing.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you. On this note, I also end my speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you. We are happy you are one of our own. My co-MC forgot to add that he is the immediate past president of NAGRAT. So we are happy you are doing it for us. Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, we want to recognize the following personalities. Once again, we want to welcome Reverend Intim Fojo. Welcome Mr. Abdul Rahman Diallo. He is the UNESCO representative in Ghana. We are so grateful. You are doing well for Ghana education, and we are happy you are here. We, at this point, call on the culture troupe to come for a brief performance from Anaji MA. Please, let's hurry up. Anaji MA, cultural troupe. So let's start.
Was in the ma as a bullet, was I like as a bullet? Yeah, I will, was he villa as a bullet? Was I like as a bullet? Was it Guzia as a bullet? Was in the ma as a bullet? Yeah, I will, was he bila as a bullet? Was in the ma as a bullet? Was I like as a bullet? Was it Guzia as a bullet? Yeah, I will, I was Osibila ezebole ezampale Osalaka ezebole ezampale Ozegudia ezebole ezampale Ozendama ezebole ezampale awo
Thank you so much. Let's clap for them. They have done extremely well honoring teachers today. Your Excellency, you see teachers are doing extremely well. Looking at the children we have, they do it at their own pace. Thank you, Anaji Eme. You've done extremely well. So we are teaching for the outcomes and the incomes too. Thank you, Your Excellency. At this point, we'll respectfully invite GES Occupation Pension Scheme to give us a word on behalf of all sponsors. GES Occupation Pension Scheme. That's where our future is, please. So, GES Occupation Pension, are you coming? We want fat you. We want our money to, the weight of the money to, as we retire. Looking at the caliber of students we have, make sure the pension is commensurate. Thank you.
Obviously, a display of the power of the teacher. They decided to obey the teacher and not the MC. Your Excellency, Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Minister of the Region, Honorable Deputy Ministers, the MCE, distinguished Directors of Education, heads of agencies, educational worker unions, Nananum, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols observed. On the auspicious occasion of the 5th Ghana Teacher Prize ceremony, I, on behalf of the sponsors, wish to extend our heartfelt appreciation to the entire educational fraternity for the hard work it does to improve education in our dear country. I'm happy to note that this year is the 5th successive year of partnership with sponsors, and we are happy to see this sponsorship continue into the next years. I would also like to observe that collectively, the sponsors for this event have put in over 2 million cedis to make this successful. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like on behalf of all the sponsors to extend our heartfelt congratulations to the gallant winners of the Ghana Teacher Prize 2023 edition, as well as all those who were shortlisted for consideration for awards. To the Ministry of Education, the Ghana Education Service, the National Teaching Council, the Ghana Education Service again, we congratulate you for putting together such a spectacular event to celebrate our well-deserving awardees for the good work they have done for the future generation of this country. To our educational sector unions, we say we appreciate your commitment and support for education, and particularly for the Ghana Education Service Occupational Pension Scheme. As the MC said, we at the GS Occupational Pension Scheme will do our best to ensure that teachers have a secure pension going forward. Thank you all very much, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much. I believe we can do better. The energy is low. Let's do it better, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, I'm zooming in straight to have statements delivered by NAT. They are representing all teacher unions. Let's welcome the steps of Reverend Isaac Owusu. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do better.
let me do Choboy small. Choboy! Choboy! Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, the #1 nation builders, are happy seeing you in our midst today. And we want to thank our sector minister, Dr. Yawase Duchum, for making sure that our father is here with us. Papa, you are welcome. By the way, Registrar, God willing, next year, we want you to arrange the sitting in such a way that the union leaders will be closer to our sector minister